So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Today, an NFC battle in store for us. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Kendre Miller. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
And one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kate, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure. Every guy that's drafted can make every throw. But how special are those throws? How much accuracy? How much zip? When it comes to Spencer Rattler, dude's got a live arm. It isn't the arm or the skill set that saw him fall to the 5th round. It was some of the ups and downs in college. And you give him a chance and the right supporting cast, he does have elite arm talent. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Rattler. Finding Olave, back-to-back plays. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 from the 41. This is Alvin Kamara with it. Across midfield to the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
First down, Saints.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 31. He keeps it and takes off. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Rattler. The throw is caught. It's a New Orleans touchdown! The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Chris Olave with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
First down throw by Williams. He'll try and run this.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like in a walk. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Williams with the sneak. And this one isn't much better, partner. 3rd down, he stopped for no gain, and already they're facing 4th down here.
It's decision time for the offense after that one. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better be very careful going for it again.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 2nd drive coming up for the Saints offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. 2nd and 3 now. Counter give to Kamara. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Another run for Kamara. And he gets him around 6 there. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
give on second to Camara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Camara gets it on the draw. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Stay on the ground with Camara. And they make the stop, we're going to say, about the 37-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Another try following the sack. He finds space, middle of the field. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
On 3rd down, here's Rattler. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Gruffy. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Gruffy on now to handle the kickoff.
For the Saints.
Here's a return from the 7. Jukes one defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time.
We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last too long. What happens the time in it obvious? No help but a weak, but a strong.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. He'll work this one up to the 28. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Going play action. Williams. He puts some juice on the deep. They connect on the deep shot. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Running with Swift down to the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Sir Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rattler on the play fake. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, New Orleans.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a pickup of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
11 on the play. First down, Saints.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. He's going to give to Kamara. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Throwing is Rattler. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Rattler to the air now. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Rattler setting to throw. Screen here for Kamara. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Rattler now off the play action. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he gives himself up after a short gain. And that is the end of our 1st quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down, Saints.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Play action on 1st down. Escape. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Now Rattler. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 16-point ball game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Grouping adds the extra point. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead.
17. Bears nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 3 now. Williams from the gun. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
1st down. Here's Swift. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
No, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Going to run again with Swift. He stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Williams will look to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Sheds up, but there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. Tight end going in motion here. After the sack, another pass on second down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
And the Saints first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They give to Kamara, left side. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. And he's caught by his back, Kamara. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. On the gun, Rattler. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bears about set for their next possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch.
The Saints take over.
The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They're on the toss to Kamara. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw, Rattler. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. This one intended for the running back, and that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give them some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. The shotgun to give to Swift. Crosses midfield, still going. And he gets this one down to the 27. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
1st down, and they go right back to it. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the 19. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he gives himself up after a short gain. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Running behind center with Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the Saints' 15-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Williams to throw. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. TJ for the touchdown. So So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The touchdown disappears. He was not able to reach the end zone after all. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Swift finds the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start to fight back with their first points of this game. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead down to 10.
Saints 17, Bears 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Saints send running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On 3rd down, here's Rattler. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
They'll bring out the punter here. Scary sight deep. It's Devin Duvernay waiting for it. Escapes a defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around.
All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah. I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All the books me, I thought it made me rich.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. He's running with it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Bears pushing for a late spark before halftime. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 39. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw by Williams. He'll step up, and there he goes. And it's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
And he has the Chicago touchdown! The Bears make it a one-score game before halftime.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears cut it to a field goal game.
Bears 14.
Set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Saints are going to take over now near the end of the half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Rattler to the air now. Hits him on the out route. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. He'll try and run this. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that 1st down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and it's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. On play action, Williams. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On the carry, it's Swift. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. And he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Williams from the gun. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. He's take him down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A handoff left for Swift. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Williams set to pass. Low right side hauled in by Komet. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
To the ground, it's Manunga. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Kate, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage. It was going to be tough to stop him from getting a 1st down as close as they were to the sticks.
At the 26-yard line.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Toss play, Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take the lead right away in half number 2. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there, put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 4-point lead.
Saints 17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Juke the defender. He's brought down just inside the 25. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. On the gun, Rattler. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That one hits for 30. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
First down, Saints.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Running behind center with Kamara. And having gain about a handful there. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. They stay on the ground with Kamara. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Oh, he's going to run for it. Looks like about 4 yards on that third down. Not enough for the first, but definitely enough to consider going for it here.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. From the gun, a give to Miller. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Takes out a one-stop. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Going on again with Swift. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now Williams. Finds the in route complete. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. First down, here's Swift. Gets to space right side. And they take this in for the score. The Bears now lead by 10. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears drive their lead to 11.
Bears 28, Saints 17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Miller on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. First and 10 from the 41. And he's brought down at the line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Rattler setting the throw. Screen here for Neal. Get some space around midfield. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Looking to throw, Rattler. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
So the offense stays out. Kellen Moore making the call to go for 2.
The Saints.
He's throwing for it! And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now.
Saints 25.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well either.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody else.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the set forces a now tougher 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Williams to throw. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Well, they have a look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Collects this at the 32. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Rattler. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. Short pass brought in. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Motion man sent left. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he will slide down just a little bit shy getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there. That's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most. They motion the slot man right. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Saints.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Saints take a third-quarter lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints take a 4-point lead.
32, Bears 28.
Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Williams from the gun. That one's nabbed by Komet. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
1st and 10.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him at the 38. the shotgun to give to Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Offense to the line for second down. Williams will look to throw. He's going to keep it this time. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming third down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now here's Williams. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Hand off here for Miller. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They're set up at the 35 now. Rattler to the air now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Miller. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He lofts it deep left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bears about set for their next possession. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, and you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions. And you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10. Running behind center with Swift. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Komet's got it left side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. He's keeping it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bears take a 4th-quarter lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears push their lead to 3.
Bears 31, Saints 32.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Miller on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the Saints offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Coming left is Miller. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attributed skill set. Got to take that right angle, and then go finish that runner.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. From the gun, Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here's Rattler. Jump off caught by his back. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. Putting a receiver in motion. Now Rattler on the play fake. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down, New Orleans.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Motioning the tight end left. Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. It's caught left side by Hill. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Miller with it. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Throwing is Rattler. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender right at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They'll send out the punting unit. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They're on the counter with Swift. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Staying grounded with Swift. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
And the Saints go in nickel. 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too. Yeah. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
The Saints come marching onto the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. They've got 1st down from the 31. They run. It's Miller. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 from the 41. Rattler now off the play action. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Tight end in motion right. Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first. I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Rattler. There's that man again. It's Hill. after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down.
A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Here's Miller. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's second down.
He was brought down by just one first down. That's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Bears' 43-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's 2nd and 7. This one falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're going to face third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
From the gun, a gift to Miller. And he's not going to manage to get back in line either. Tackle for loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Pistol snap to Rattler. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5. To throw. He has the burst over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And he'll ball his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw it. This throw is caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Here he is to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints take a 4-point lead. On now to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. And one guy with it. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Setting up to pass. Connects on the crosser. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Back to throw. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
42-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 42. Drops it underneath, Swift. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So this will win on the road for the Saints. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Chicago.